Good Thursday, everyone. USA Mortgage brings us our level of concern graphic, and I'm at level 2 yet again today. It is hot, it is humid. Any storm that forms is going to pack a punch. It's a Meteorologist Mark weather alert day. Hopefully we'll get off as lucky as we did yesterday. Most of the storms stayed to our north and east. I'll show you a graphic about that in just a moment. I know this particular weather map doesn't show the threat on Tennessee, but the threat does extend down into Tennessee. I think as we go through the morning, they'll update this graphic a little bit. But my goodness, showers and thunderstorms yet again today possible, with some of those, like I said, possibly packing a punch. Clearview Closet and Blind brings us our 5-day forecast, and rain chances are lower today, down to 30%, but any storm that forms is going to be something to watch. Now, Friday and Saturday, rain and storms become likely yet again. And I know some of you all have some outdoor plans, especially with the yard sales. Just make sure that you keep an eye on that radar. You know, we've got the world's largest yard sale going on, so I will not comment on that. But if you're out and about in that, you just need to pay attention to the weather, because you certainly don't want to be seeking shelter under a yard sale tent or canopy. You're definitely going to want something a little more sturdier than that. But Sunday and Monday, look at that, mostly sunny. The only downside to that is when the clouds go away, the temperatures shoot up. And so I may even be a little too cool on those afternoon highs both those days. But I'm being optimistic and saying we're going to stay in the 80s. But anyways, I'll keep an eye on stuff yet again today, and let you know if there's anything that comes up that you need to know about. Premier Generators brings us our threat graphic, and those threats today and tomorrow are similar to what we've had in the days past. Straight line winds and flooding are always the main threats with these type of scenarios. And our rainfall graphic from yesterday, this is a radar estimated rainfall. You know, we saw that big complex of storms. Look at that. You can see the path of it going around that area. There's an area of high pressure, you know, down in Arkansas, Louisiana. And so these storms right around the edge of that. And so you see that big complex that went through Illinois, Indiana, down into eastern Kentucky, eastern Tennessee. It's pretty easy to forecast that the complexes of storms are going to form, but forecasting their exact path is where it gets a little trivial. So yes, while yesterday's complex dove a little to the east of us and just skirted the eastern edges of the plateau, you know, it could have just as easily have come right down the middle of the plateau. So they propagate a little bit. They'll meander just a hair from east to west and whatnot, and they'll vary in intensity. Look at Indiana, you know, not a whole lot of rain. It kind of skipped over them, and then look at eastern Kentucky, it fired back up again. So these complexes of storms are interesting features for sure. On this day in 1985, a nearly stationary thunderstorm deluged Cheyenne, Wyoming. 6 inches of rain fell in 6 hours, producing the most damaging flash flood of record for the state. That's why Wyoming, they don't get that heavy of rainfall. They're so far removed from the Gulf of Mexico. 2 to 5 feet of hail covered the ground. Claimed 12 lives and $65 million in damage. Can you imagine 5 feet of hail? 1774, English chemist Joseph Priestley discovers oxygen by isolating it in its gaseous state. Interesting day there, right? You folks have a wonderful Thursday. Keep looking up for more weather information and keep up with all this crazy summer weather. Meteorologistmark.com.